Hello everybody and welcome to the new game that I might make a series on. Right now this might be a one-off video, but it's called TeamFight Manager. That is quite loud. I'm going to mess with some audio settings here. But it is a game where, as this might explain it, but in 20XX, the year 20XX, TeamFight Arena became a worldwide sensation, gaining huge popularity following its release. So TeamFight Arena is a game within this game, and in this game you take the role of a esports manager. And I'm pretty sure there's some backstory to you to make it fluffy, but let's just get right into it. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of this, and the idea is very intriguing, so I hope that it does well. Let's see. In this game, I can take more of a commentator role and less of the player role. We'll see how that goes. So let's get into it. Let's continue this introduction. So the game, Team Sports Fighter, was also a sensation in pro sports. At the age of 18, I debuted as a pro gamer of this game. During my 10 years career as a pro gamer, I haven't lost the World Championship title once. After retiring from pro gaming, I coached professional teams for another 10 years. Still, I've never lost the World Championship title. That's a lot of trophies. It's amazing to see the numerous trophies I'd earned throughout my pro gaming coaching career. But am I really a genius? What if it was all just luck, good colleagues, or just a favorable environment? I wanted a new challenge. I know, I'll train the lowest ranked amateur team and help them win the world championship. Yeah, then I'll be satisfied. And the team I'll be in charge of is... Here we go, we gotta go in. Oh my gosh, you can do custom logos. Oh, if you have a file, you can do custom logos. I wonder... It doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work. You can't quite tell what it is. Alright, I'll go with this. We'll call it the two-headed hydras. Oh... I was kind of hoping that one would work, but I think that one's too many pixels for it to even look similar, whereas this one kind of works. I can make it work. I'm supposed to get that one out of here. I mean, what are other options here? Before we do the custom one, what other options do we have? We got dolphins, giraffes, lighthouse, octopus as a mermaid, sailboat. Yeah, we'll go with this one. To do number two, just two-headed hydras. Astro, that's what everybody calls me. So Astro, the coach of the two-headed hydras. Let's go. Astro, who holds the record for most wins, sent shockwaves through the world by being appointed the Amateur League Two-Headed Hydras team's coach. Astro made a promise to lead the team to victory in the World Championship. We look forward to seeing how he does. You can enhance the player's stats through training. There are training points that can be allotted to each player, and you can train the players by investing the points on stats you want to improve. The more training points you allocate to certain stats, the faster the corresponding stats improve. Training takes place automatically over time based on points you've allocated. Starting from this week, you can with players until week 2 of February. Okay, now system options. The music's fantastic, it's a little loud. So much go like that. I like how most games they have master volume at 100 and everything's at 100, so everything's just blaring to your ears. I like how this one puts it at half. Alright, so we'll do that. That should be good. Yep, nothing there needs to change. Alright, so here's Astro. I'm put different names on these characters. I'm just gonna edit this quickly to two-headed Hydra. Just two-headed Hydra. Get the S out of there. Or, nah, never mind, screw it. We'll leave it as is. The S will remain. Management, competition, champion information. Okay, so we have an archer, a fighter, a knight, a monk, ninja, a priestess, paramedic, swordsman, and a shrine maiden. I know all these characters already. Like I said, I did a little bit of research into the game before, but we have some training to do. Colento. I'm gonna have to rename some of you to, I mean, different names. I mean, Colento's not a bad name, but Hotshot GG. I'll change that to somebody else, something else. So we got new champion. We can try to put him to a new champion. You are swordsman archer. You are priestess monk, knight fighter. So you're mage. You're DPS. You're healer, and you're tank. Basically, is what I'm getting from this. Okay, so Shadow, Colento, Solon. I'm just gonna change Hotshot GG to a different name that'd be easier to commentate about. But we'll go, since you, Shadow, are basically our big defensive buff, I'm gonna put 2 points on defense and then 1 on, I don't know, Knight? Or do I want to do a different, oh, I can't do that yet. I can't. Okay, it's just all. Okay, put 1 on Knight. Solon. I love the idea of the Shrine Maiden. Brief explanation, she heals and does damage, not alternately. So I like her a lot. I want to put all that into Shrine Maiden. I feel like she's really good. But as we go through this game, you'll find out. I'll just give you priestess stuff, that the game will actually try to auto balance itself, and there's DPS all in attack. Okay, so as we go through and as characters are used and as the win to lose ratio goes into the system, the game will actually auto take that information and run with it and try to balance it out as we go. We have $200. Cost is $10 to look for new talent. Let's go ahead and do that. That's okay. Proceed to the next schedule, I guess. Is there anything I can do? Recruitment period, then there's a practice match, then recruitment periods. Okay. I think we should go on to the next. Let's go. This game has like next to no tutorial. Like, this is the first time I've loaded the game up too, so you can see the tutorial as it comes up. So recruiting is the easiest way to increase a team's capabilities. Recruiting allows you to search for players that can immediately contribute to the team, rising stars with a bright future, etc. It's difficult to get good results without recruiting players appropriately. If you haven't tried recruiting yet, try it out to strengthen your team. The best way to understand a team's capability after being newly appointed as a coach is to play a match. Choose an appropriate team before the season starts and request the team for a practice match. It will be the first step you need to take a successful season. So we have active albatrosses, angry anchors, and comic captains. Comic captains have 4/4, angry anchors 3/4, active albatrosses 3/3. I want to go for the big hot head honcho here for the 4 attack, 4 defense thing going there. Let's request. I've requested a practice match with the comic captains team. Alright, let's go do this practice match, shall we? And this is where the game really gets interesting, at least for me in particularly. So let's see how good we do in this practice match. I've been waiting for this match. Two-head Hydras. Let's go, Hotshot. G! I'll just call him Hotshot. I won't go with the GG part. Alright, so a match consists of several sets. Teams will switch between the red and blue side to play each set. Each set consists of 4 steps: selecting players, ban and pick of champions, champion swapping, and finally the match itself. It's time to select your players. In this step, you can choose players on your team who will participate in the corresponding set. Okay, so I got And you can see their team as well. So their team get their DPS and their healer, basically. I mean, the ninja's slight DPS, it can be scary if used right and not dealt with. So, for the beginning, I kind of want Solon instead of Hotshot. As we have Kolento, Solon versus Haro and Tay. After choosing the players, proceed to the ban and pick of champions. In this step, there is a banning and a picking stage. The banning stage allows you to select a champion you want to ban for the corresponding set. The picking stage allows you to select champions you want to use for the corresponding set, or from the champions that have been banned. So, blue team gets to pick the ban first, and so they will pick a character that they don't want to see in the match. And then our turn as red will be the next one. They don't want Shrine Maiden. If I go ninja, it'll force Tay to be a monk. It's actually very tempting. As long as despite knowing these characters, this is hard to choose. I guess what we'll do is we'll get rid of ninja. Alright, what are they picking as their first character? They took swordsman. Understandable. It's our turn to pick. Since swordsman was taken, the general thing to do would be to go for the archer, because it is Kolento's second main character. But at the same time, that might not work with this. It might almost be better to give someone like Knight or Fighter who are more tanky. Especially since the swordsman, if you look at his, reduces enemies' defense as a skill. Actually, here, I'm gonna do something silly. This might be terrible, but we'll take Fighter. And take Archer. I'm gonna take Monk. This might be terrible. But it's a practice match. I barely know what I'm doing. But the next champion swapping. Each player has a different level of champion mastery, so arrange champions in a way that will allow each player to bring out champions' full potential. I want the Fighter to have more offense, or do I want the monk to have more? Because I want the monk to have more defense, or kind of last a little longer. Strategy and instruction. I can tell them to use alt early, use the alt late. Let's go no instruction for the time being. Let's just go right into it. Let's see what happens. Right, so now the match will proceed. The match will be played out for 1 minute with the champions that have been picked, and the team that gets the most kills wins. And this is where me being more of a commentator than a player steps in. So since I am not controlling anybody on the board that you see there, I instead just get to commentate over what's going on, who gets what kill, stuff like that. So that's where I can kind of change my style of commentary from describing what I'm doing to what's happening, which I think is interesting. I'm going to give it a go. Can I be a esports commentator? Let's go. So the match starts out, practice match in the comic captains and two-headed hydras. The fighter going in and gets slashed in half by the swordsman being played by Haro there on the comic captains team. But the retaliate is interesting in that they finally get the swordsman down for a kill. Sadly, it is not enough as the swordsman comes back through the respawn, killing off. Ooh, now there's an ult taking off both people. What a use of that ult. The archer there turned a little bit off of that ult, trying to get the fighter out of the way, but this is definitely a one-sided battle for the comic captains. The fighter-monk combo is not enough healing or DPS to get rid of the DPS caused by the swordsman or the archer. They're trying their darkness, but Kolento and Solon just don't have the know-how or the abilities to counter the current DPS coming at them, especially when they split off like this. Like Solon with the monk went off alone to fight against the swordsman there and was defeated for it. So here we go for a 9-6 loss here on for the comic captain, for the two-headed Hydra, sorry, a winning for the comic captains. Let's proceed to the next set and see if the two-headed Hydras can come back. Alright, equipment acquisition and use. You can now use the equipment. You can acquire them by crafting them or by meeting certain conditions, and once you equip them, the equipment effect will be applied to all players on the team. I have a hoodie. Alright, so I have a hoodie now. Let's have a t-shirt. The t-shirt is nothing. The hoodie gives me attack +1 to everybody. Honestly, we'll keep that. Cheap headset, cheap keyboard, wooden chair. Wooden chair. Nice. Mine's not a wooden chair. It is quite nice. Can't say that. Alright, let's go ahead. Team recruitment. We have Koala, who is an archer and shrine maiden main. It has clutch hitters, so increases all stats by 20 in the last set. Whoa. Smell of blood in the corresponding match increases attack by 2 every time a player kills the enemy. Heck yes. We want Koala. Achievement there. First step towards growth. Nice. Do we search again? Yes. If we can find someone else like that, then that is amazing. Change the name or just get rid of the GG stuff with Hotshot. I guess these names are pretty good actually. I'll keep them. Get your training. Koala means training. I have Solon going in Shrine Maiden. So you are. Maybe we ride you or train you towards being a DPS. You have the smell of blood. If you kill somebody, it works. We'll just go ahead and we'll increase your attack a ton. That should work fine. Then that's all I can do. I can just. That's history and equipment. Now, we can just go to the next schedule. And there's another recruitment period. So now you can use a combination test function. If you use this function, you can simulate the relationship between certain combinations without having to play an actual match. Let's test out. I want to see a Shrine Maiden Fighter combo versus Knight Archer combo. How interesting. That's actually a very equal combo. The Archer obviously doing more damage on the red side here than the Knight, but the damage equal between the Fighter and the Shrine Maiden. Interesting. We'll do just not be carried out this week because you've used up all the possible tests. Okay, so you only do them so often. Interesting. I'm going to use that quite a lot actually. All right, next schedule, we gotta go into the next recruitment phase. There's a lot of recruitment time given to you. All right, most training results, 2-headed Hydras. We've got nobody increased in anything. That is fine. Okay, sponsorship contract. This is the long list of candidates from the sponsorship contract. Please decide the sponsor you want to sign when they have conditions. Achieve at least 7 wins in the season, prevent a losing streak. At least 2. Win 2-0 7 times. Oh, I think that's really hard because that means that it's very equal and you just have the slight edge in that. Win 2-0 4 times in the season. It's in the regular seasons. Achieve using Swordsman, Shrine Maiden, Priestess at least for a total of 9 times. Oh, that one could be easy. I just have to use. Those 3 people. I mean, I love the Shrine Maiden for the as an idea. That's the word I'm trying to get there. Friend of the streak. Red Streak 2. Wolfgate Vision. Now, obviously, these things give us more depending on what it is. I'm going to do this one. I feel like that's possible. Using a swordsman, shrine maiden, and priestess at least a total of 9 times. That's 3 times each. So we do that. Team recruitment. Who we have here? Ordinary. No extra stats. I don't have the money, so I gotta delete you. Oh, I gotta close. How much should we stay? There's the sponsor tab. Okay. Next. Let's get to some more battles. Enough of this bouncing on menu stuff. Alright, can I recruit new players? That is fine. I have Tolento, Shadow, Solin, Koala, and Hatchat. Let's go. The Amateur League of 2021 going into the first round. I kind of want, let's see, I want Koala to be on the team. Koala has the 12-12 stats, so I feel like that could be really handy, especially as a Shrine Maiden. DPSing Shrine Maiden instead of healing Shrine Maiden. We'll bring in Colento for the damage that he can do. And we're on a 6-7 or 7-6. I feel like play that. Yeah, we'll bring Shadow, Koala, and Colento as the roster for this round, for the first bit of the season. Let us see how the two-headed Hydras hold up under their new management from Astro, the esports legend. Emerson the comic captains yet again. Again, the clutch hitter smell of blood is really good. We're gonna bring you in and keep Shadow out. So Colento and Koala reversing Tay and Haro. We've seen them already. They beat us last time, but let's not let that put us down. That was a practice round. We were kind of playing a bit. Now let's actually get into the serious business. We get to pick first, we get to choose first, and I don't want them to have... I don't want Ninja. And they got a Pyromancer. Okay, I want Shrine Maiden. They pick Swordsman, that is understandable. Now, Shrine Maiden Fighter didn't quite work. What about Shrine Maiden Knight? The Knight has a little more defense, has actually a lot more defense, a little more health. The damage is higher. Why would you do... The Knight seems a lot better in every way to the fighter. Let's just do Knight. And they'll get a Monk. Okay. Right, well, switch that up. Shrine Maiden wants, you should put down here so you get the extra 6. Ooh, that's stat. This is a little concerning that they both have one, but I'm hoping that we can clutch this with the whole smell of blood thing and clutch hitter. Should we go into the last round? So, instruction, use alt later. It could probably save us doing that. Let's see what happens. Alright, so the round has started between the combat captains and the two-headed Hydras. We got the Shrine Maiden far back behind the Knight, keeping the Knight alive, while the Swordsman and the Monk do their best to try to take it down. Sadly, there's not enough damage going on quite yet. The Shrine Maiden is keeping him just alive. The Monk goes down as the first blood of the round, leaving the Swordsman without any heals, so he follows suit. But a well played ult from Haro there on the Swordsman, destroying the two-headed Hydras there for a 2-kill. They haven't split up now, but the Swordsman falls to the Knight as the Knight goes to get rid of the Monk. And now the Shrine Maiden pulls out her ult, and the damage that comes out of that destroys the Swordsman for yet a third death, and the Monk soon follows. The Knight then goes back into the defensive mode, going, and the healing from the Shrine Maiden keeps the Knight alive as, again, the futile efforts from the Swordsman and the Monk attempt to kill it. Sadly, Haro and Tay, the comic captains, were not able to pull enough DPS to counter the amount of healing being done by Koala from the two-headed Hydras. I believe the Shrine Maiden definitely pulled it through on that round. Alright, we're in the locker room. My performance with Knight was top notch, wasn't it? Koala says. The opponent must have figured out how to counter by now, probably. Clando's like, you son of a gun. Alright, okay, that worked really well. They probably won't try that again. That being said, though, if you were to do that again, I'd want to bring Shadow in. Well, would I? I mean, he has the 4 if I use a Knight. And a 3 if I use a Fighter. The Knight really worked. And if we can do that again, do I chance it? They have a ban and pick. They ban first and they pick first. And if all this goes, I mean, we'll see what happens. We're gonna go with that. Shadow can come in this round. See if Shadow can play just as good as Colento did. Alright, Comic Captains, let's see what you can do. They banned Priestess. How intriguing. Okay, I don't want them to have Swordsman. And they pick Ninja. Understandable. The Ninja can teleport to the back line, therefore it's level 1 skill there. So the Shrine Maiden is a little more at risk due to that. I could do a Knight Monk combo unless they take Monk. How do I want to play this? Either way, I want to get the Knight. The Knight is really good. The defense and health combo is really nice. Ninja Archer. That's interesting. They have an Archer and a Ninja. The Archer's gonna have nobody to tank for it because the Ninja itself isn't a tank unit. This could... Shrine Maiden could work again. Do we do the combo? Do we do this? We're doing this. We have a main for both our characters. They aren't playing a main at all. They could switch that up, but I don't think they're going to. And again, ults at the end is probably what we want for their strategy. This could be interesting. We have the stat advantage. We have a lot going for us because we are playing mains, they are not. So we have 18, 18, 10, and 11 to their 4, 5, and 8 forward. Alright, round 2 of the first match here of the Two-Headed Hydras versus Comic Captains. They've done a little bit different here for the Comic Captains, trying to switch it up a bit. Sadly, the Ninja's not the right play. The Shrine Maiden and the Sword and the Knight together have comboed against it. Or did they? The Ninja got a double kill there as he got behind, destroyed the Shrine Maiden, and then get rid of the Knight. But sadly, it was not able to stand up too long as the team spawned back in. All from the Archer, destroy the Knight, and again with the Shrine Maiden. These ults were their only kills as far as the ult from the Ninja comes out to finish it off again. Another kill for their side. Now a 6-4 ult from the Shrine Maiden goes, getting another few kills. 7-6, this is a close match, 10 seconds left on the clock. That's Ninja's trying to pull out and get that Shrine Maiden, but sadly the taunt from the Knight brings it back in. It's not enough. Can they do it? Can the Two-Headed Hydras bring out another win? It's 7-7 all tied up. Overtime is in. They need one more kill. Sadly, I think the kill goes to the Archer, making it an 8-7 for the Comic Captains. I was actually hoping I'd get that. That was looking really good. It was looking quite good. Okay. Please ban Ninja in the next match. Tricky to fight against. The Ninja was kind of what ruined that there. But we now have Clutch Hitter in, so we want Koala to stay. I think we want to keep this combo. This is the last match, so her stats are through the roof. If we don't win this one with her stats at 32-32, then what are we doing? I'm definitely going to ban the Ninja as requested by Shadow there. They banned the Priestess. again, with these stats, I feel like a Shrine Maiden as first pick is definitely needed. If we give that to Koala, that's going to be a 38-38. That's just going to be nuts. Swordsman's there again. The combat, the Swordsman's DPS, we want somebody that has health. The one that has the most health is the Monk, but defense also adds into play, so it's a Knight. So yeah, Knight Shrine Maiden is going to be our play again. I hate to be a one-trick pony, but last time the Swordsman was in play, that's what won it for us. Alright. Oh, they took a fighter this time. They don't have any heals, but we do. Let's go ahead and switch this up. Both our characters are again playing their mains. If again, that's just nuts. That is absurd. Instructions, no instructions this time. Let's let them play however they feel. Let's get into it. Alright, so final round. Comic Captains versus the two-headed Hydras. They got a fighter and a swordsman trying to tear at the Knight's health and defense. 70 is not enough as the Shrine Maiden keeps the Knight alive once again. So the 2 kills goes and destroys them. 2-0 now. They're trying to get that Knight down yet again. And all that is available to get rid of the Knight. Sadly, it leaves the fighter unattended so the Shrine Maiden can finish her off. All from the Shrine Maiden destroys the remaining health of the fighter, of the swordsman, and then the fighter comes in to 5-1. It's not looking good for the Comic Captains as they again struggle to get the DPS enough to kill the Knight there that has the heals from the Shrine Maiden. Again, there we go. Another death on the side of the Shrine Maiden assisting the Knight. Down to 5 seconds. There's not enough time on the clock for this. As they try their hardest, there's another 2 kills going through at Hydras with a 7 kills for the Shrine Maiden and 0 deaths. The Shrine Maiden was definitely the carry there from Koala, who really pulled through flow the two-headed Hydras. Basically, the two-headed Hydras at 3rd place. After the two-headed Hydras get their first win of the season, spirits are high, with Astro leading them forward. The team has a good start. Let's see if the team can keep the momentum in the next episode.